Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Mike, Pittsburgh. Right there, 56.
I'm on.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming.
Down Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Give to Barkley out of the gun.
Check 9.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Anything moves, we hit it.
In on the stop,
Anything
Vernon
moves, we hit
Hargreaves.
it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these short games turn into bigger runs
It's just
later.
me and you. It's
And
just
he
me
gets
and
it
you.
to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback at all costs. Hot.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Bandit.
On the run, it's Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Baby. Good night, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. They got him in. It's Woods. Touchdown, Vikings. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set 8, read. Mike's 5-4. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Chef.
6-6. Pull it high.
On 1st down, Leonard throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down about before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike's 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Snap.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chop.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
To throw on second down, Leonard. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? 50, plant.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Walk clear. Shoot.
First carry down for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 60, Pittsburgh.
54. Mike, 54.
Ready? Come on, boy. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, Leonard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
54. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Watch the safety creep.
Topper.
Big grip.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
60 or.
He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Leonard. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Man, the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
Blitz.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
15, Lonnie.
54. Come on, D.
Get it.
Off the bootleg, Leonard. That is caught inside the 5. 23 yards on the play. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys can come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft,
On the ready.
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you.
Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. reaches the 27.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 3rd down.
Don't get nervous.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Keep putting that ball
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Looking to throw. Leonard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Brandon Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Off the play fake. Leonard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Leonard. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the pass.
Rudolph looking to throw. Rudolph loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Under pressure, they got him again. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
All day, baby, let's go.
Now a timeout.
2nd down.
7 seconds left in the first half.
I'm going to hit you all day.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check 99. Check 99.
Rudolph now to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Buccaneers 20, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
27-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Back to throw, Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, he shifts past him. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9 then on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch that.
80 weapons. Cut. Get it.
Back to throw. Leonard. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I'm here all day.
Off the bootleg. Leonard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Sam off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You better be afraid of me. You better.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Give me the bell.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Danny.
They'll try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. but condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion. All that extra, there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in.
Here we go. Here we go.
That allows you to cover a
Here we
little
go.
bit better.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
56 to
Then
Mike.
you got to look at that play sheet and go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here I come again.
Now it's Rudolph. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Ready, go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Crunch time, defense.
Back.
They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Here we go. 60 yards.
Rip right.
Greystone travel.
Deuce.
Go. Shoot.
On first down, Leonard. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6.
54 Mike.
18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
They can't hang 61. Matchbox lights. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Leonard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
I'm about to take you to school.
Second and 6. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 6 yards away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. That's some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. Just a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
56, right there, 56.
Hey, defense, pick it up, D.
On first and 10, Rudolph. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. On the draw, this is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 3.
Baby! Yeah!
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Rudolph. He's going to let this. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Rudolph. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
65.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Oh, you got deep.
Ready. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Leonard got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hit it.
Off the play fake. Leonard. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come back 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That's complete. It's Gordon. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Rudolph, now a he's got a man, complete. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Vikings. Robert Woods, 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
All day. 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Pull it high.
Second and 6.
Ready?
Back to throw. Leonard. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Ready, go. Let go.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there.
Check pass.
Get it.
Off play action. Leonard. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 22 yards there. A first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right here.
Single. I got 11. He's mine.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Hit it.
From the gun, Leonard. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.